talk to anybody because they're like, okay, well, she's serious. And I say, I go, I'm so serious about coaching you. I know you're so excited about this. Like, let's just get this done. And 9 times out of 10, they get it done in the next day or two. And then there's that 1 out of 10 who just ignores me completely.
Okay.
Can't feel bad about that. But I do. Especially if they've started it and they've been, I mean, that shows they're serious. I also, if I send one to someone, I will resend the email every 3 days.
I do that too.
I like literally like stalk people. I'm like, hey girl, I resent the email. I don't know if maybe it got lost in your inbox, blah, blah, but I'm so excited to get started. And I just constantly talk about how excited I am to have them join and how I know they were ready to go too. And 9 times out of 10, it works like a charm. It's just like
one of two things. You either inspire them and get them going,
right, or they don't text you.
It's a waste of your time and they delete you as a friend. So it helps you move on, or it helps them get that push that they need. So it eliminates that in between and that dreaded, like, oh my goodness, I've been talking to this person forever. Like, but it shows that you're still in their face and you're still there. And hey, I promise I'm going to help you. Like, I want to be here.
Right.
What's going on? Lauren, is your camera off for a reason?
Maybe because I look straight ratchet.
Like, for real, I'm like trying to talk and I'm like, I don't know what she's saying.
No, I'm like, okay, fine, whatever. We're all about confidence. My group, see, this is like, no.
I promise I will only post the recording in that group and not on YouTube.
Because he'll be like, that's not Lauren Ward. What is up with her face?
The do's and don'ts of Beachbody posting. Bree and Lauren are presenting the don'ts of Beachbody right now.
Right, no, we really are. And my team is called the Confidence Collective, so I should probably like get on the confidence train today.
Yeah.
So this is just
We'll common collective. Okay. Oh wait.
You want to go first and I'll go?
Yeah, I was just having them go through talking about where they're at really quick. So maybe we'll do that at the end and I'll stop recording.
Okay.
Since we just talked about crystals. Let me pull my slideshow up. Okay, so I was just going to really quickly go through a slideshow of do's and don'ts on social media posting, just really simple ones. And I apologize if it's somebody's post. I try to block out most names. Unless it's Kendra, Lauren, or I know they don't care. Because it's posts we've made and we probably are like, oh God, or it's fine.
Yeah.
So let me screen share. Yes, Ben. Can you guys see this?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, so I just basically put a few examples together and I'm going to talk about them. So you're sharing on social media. Excuse me. What do you need? You need a hug? Go watch your movie. I will be in after this, okay? I need a hug. Okay. All right, so when you're talking about your Shakeology, do not just post a picture of your shake every day. It's obnoxious. It's as obnoxious as an It Works post with just a tummy with a wrap on it. Like, I'm not wanting to click on it. I don't care what the post is about. I don't care about the wording next to the post. It's boring. I don't care what words you put on the picture to make it pop. Don't post your shake. I'm sick of seeing shake posts, and so is everybody else on social media. I don't know how Lauren feels about this, and maybe other people feel differently, but honestly,
no, I'm totally on the same page.
You don't get traction with a shake picture, okay? Nobody is scrolling going, oh my God, that is the most beautiful shake in a cup I've ever seen, and I love that quote, post-workout superfood. Nobody cares, okay? Nobody cares that you drink Shakeology. Nobody cares that you took a picture of it, and nobody's gonna like or comment. What is that? Oh my gosh, what a beautiful picture, right? Okay, like I said, I grabbed these fast. So this isn't the best example, but if you're gonna post a picture of Shakeology or make a Shakeology post, be in the picture, okay? I don't care if your makeup's done. Find a filter that makes you look better. Like today, no, I was not posting selfies because anyway. I did like a side angle in this picture. You can see because no makeup again, you know, whatever. I put a filter on it. I made the green in my Shakeology pop. Like somebody's like, oh, like I've never seen that color. I'm in the picture and be like, and then the wording, Shakeology is a joke. Somebody's like, wait, I've been in the business. People know I drink Shakeology. What does she have to say? And then right here is where I share. If you watched my social media video that I shared earlier this week on Monday, I think, I said, catch people, if you're going to put wording on your picture, catch people off guard. And that's what that does. People are like, wait, what? So they might at least read it or be like, aha, that's funny, and like it at least if it's people that know me, like, you're funny. You're going to get more traction that way, okay? So when you're sharing your Shakeology, make sure you're covering objections to what people like, price objection, the ingredients, it's a scam. Cover those in your posts because people are like, oh. So all the people you just talked to, maybe you have 10 people that are like, oh, I want to do the workout but not the Shakeology. Guess what? In that post, I just said why you should be doing Shakeology with your program, right? Why is it overpriced? Oh my God. And I broke it down and said, this is why, okay? This is why I pay this. This is why, whatever. So if it's somebody I've talked to, they are going to see this post and most likely be like, oh, whether or not they buy right away, it's going to create that sense of like, oh, it makes more sense. So if you're going to post your Shakeology on social media, at least be in the picture or put your kiddo drinking Shakeology.
Okay, Mama's gotta go to the bathroom, okay?
But don't just post your shake. Dunzo, okay?
Guys, can you mute yourselves? So
yes.
we don't have a million people. Thank you.
Thanks, Lauren.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm thinking like all this noise is my child and my dog and the baby. Okay, so I hope that is clear enough. Don't post Shakeology just in a cup, ever. And what's worse is like the empty cup where it's like, I forgot to post my picture of my shake because it was so good. And then it's an empty cup. Don't do that. Like, don't ever. Or like, so again, this could go along with food too. Don't just post, you can post pretty pictures of food. Make your food look really appealing and take a picture in nice lighting. But if you have half a piece of cauliflower crust pizza and you're like, shoot, I forgot to snap a picture, and you take it half eaten and there's crumbs on the plate and it's dimly lit, don't post that picture. Go to Pinterest and find a picture of a cauliflower crust pizza that's pretty and then post your recipe or who wants the recipe. Don't post half-eaten food or your plate empty and say, it was so good that I couldn't even snap a picture. I ate it all. It doesn't make sense. It's not pretty. It's not appealing. Nobody's going to stop on it, okay? I'm trying to talk fast and get through this. So hopefully this isn't like, y'all suck. Like, this is just literally the do's and don'ts. Like, just don't post ugly food. If it's blurry in any way, blurry food pictures, I don't care how pretty you made the plate, doesn't capture people's attention.
No, we're in attraction marketing. You have to attract people. And you attract people with pretty posts. So if you feel like, well, that's fake to get a Pinterest picture.
Yeah.
Well, then I'm fake because I use them all the time and I get way better traction when you have a pretty picture versus
it's attraction marketing. Your picture is what stops people. Your personality and your messaging is what's real, okay? I'm not saying post fake pictures of yourself. Like, don't put boobs on yourself if you don't have boobs, but be appealing to the eye. If you see gross food, you probably don't want to make it. You're not going to like it. Or you're going to do that weird emoji that's like, ugh. And you don't want that emoji, okay? All right, next do's and don'ts. So here's me. I don't even remember when this was posted. It doesn't have the date on it. This is a don't. This first one is a don't. Why? Because I'm talking about a workout, which is great. Posting my workout is great. But I slapped words all over the picture. And, like, you can't see my, like, I don't know what that face is. Don't cover, I think Kendra mentioned this. Don't cover up your insecurities with words. And this is when I first started coaching and I was really insecure about taking selfies, and you can see it. Like, that's not a cute, like, I'm sweaty, like, confident picture. That's like a, I hate taking selfies and I look gross. Like, I'm going to put a bunch of words on it. Nobody cares that Shaun T just kicked my butt, okay? Like, nobody cares. If it was a sweaty picture, that would have been better. Just taking the words off would have made this post better, okay? What you should do, video. Because video is better on Facebook right now. So Lauren's probably like, I can't believe you posted this, but it wouldn't let me share videos. So I had to screenshot her video. But if you follow Lauren or you're Lauren's coach, you know she's starting max 30. And even I am like, oh, Lauren's live. And it motivates me. I'm like, I might not watch her whole live feed. But guess what it does? It draws me in and I click on it. I'm like, oh, what's she talking about? Oh, she's doing her workout thing. That live feed, that live video is hot right now. If you're not taking advantage of that, you're missing out on a huge opportunity in your market, okay? And if it's not a live video that you can do, if you can't go live, that's fine. Make a video. Your workouts should not just be the stupid, darkly lit room, sweaty selfies anymore. At this point in your business, you should be the coach that's showing what the workouts are about. This is not like I'm a beginner challenger, signed up as a coach, trying my best, posting a sweaty selfie as my first step. This is attraction marketing. Again, Social media has tons of people posting about workouts, tons of people posting about getting fit. What's going to draw them to your post is that video that goes farther, that reaches all your friends and their friends. That video where it's like a bright t-shirt outside, fresh, bright with her kiddo. Kendra's video and Lauren going live is going to get a lot more traction than my stupid.
Daddy went to the store. He'll be back.
Can somebody make sure you're muted?
We're not going bye-bye right now, honey. Okay. Thank you.
Okay, so hopefully that makes sense. So when you're doing your workouts, at least make it an appealing picture. You know, take time to put your dumbbells lined up with your yoga mat and your DVD. Take your DVD case out. Even if you did on demand, go get your DVD set in the case and put it on there, because people can't read my computer. People can't see that it says Insanity Max 30. It's one thing when you're Lauren going live and you're showing that it's on demand and then going back and she's talking. But in the picture, people can't see what that says. People don't know what that is. And I am not talking in a video telling people what it is, right? I was like, just kick to old school. Okay. Like, all right, cool. All right, so that's about your workouts. Do more videos, go live. And Lauren's not doing her full workout live. She's just doing a check-in. But you have to progress with social media and Facebook. The selfie doesn't show to as many people as a live video or a video that you're posting right to Facebook. It's not good enough anymore just to post a dark selfie. You're not inspiring as many people. You're not giving anything to anybody as much, okay? So we've all done the sweaty selfies. Try to move forward and progress into better lighting, better, placement of things. If you need to, go to Google or Pinterest and find ideas and use those for placement, like workout pictures. Find placement of, things that you find appealing to the eye when you're scrolling Pinterest, and then try to replicate them.
Yes.
Of your shoe. Don't just take a dirty picture of your sneakers. But if you like pictures of sneakers and you have something motivational to say with your sneakers, make sure you place them on a cute rug and you use a filter and lighting. Like, that's important.
And guys, lighting doesn't have to be like, oh, go out and spend a bunch of money on like fancy photography lights. Just find the light. In that video, I found a window. I have literally taken videos and selfies in front of my refrigerator when it's dark outside, because the refrigerator door sheds the perfect amount of light on your face to make your face lit and not give you weird shadows. And if you think, well, this is just really vain and I don't really need to do that. And no, you do though. Because the video your posts are has nothing to do with what you look like. It has nothing to do with what you're wearing. It has to do with how you're presenting yourself.
Right.
So I don't really like neon colors. I don't really wear them very much. So I'm not like, oh, I need to go out and buy a bunch of neon. No, I just need to present myself in a way that is attractive. So
you don't need Nike on your sneakers.
No.
I wear Old Navy sneakers or I'm barefoot.
Exactly. It's not about, we're not trying to tell you to go out and like change yourself or wear fancy stuff to get people's attention. Just present who you are and what you are about in a flattering, attractive way.
Right.
That makes
My boyfriend the other day, I was telling him, I was talking about this attraction marketing. He's like, oh, I know. It's like when you fluff the pillows. You don't buy new pillows, but you fluff the pillows. Right?
Exactly.
You don't need a new couch to look nice.
Yeah.
Fluff the pillows and you make it presentable when you have
Elsa in there?
because
It
you
takes
have
2 seconds.
climbing all over it. So hopefully that makes sense. All right. Those funny memes that we all love on Pinterest that you see all over that Raina Odell posts all the time. What better way to get your face out there more than to create your own memes? If you see a meme that you like, make your own meme out of that meme. So here's one from Kendra. These are all, none of these are don't. So here's one from Kendra, and her son dumped the tampons out. No, I don't think she found this one on Pinterest, but she's like, it's a funny picture and it's going to grab somebody's attention. It's her kid. It's a real life moment. Moms are like, oh my gosh, yes. I saw this model one, I think on Pinterest or somewhere, and I was like, oh, I'm going to repin that. But wait, Eric just sent me my Utah photos, and look what was in there. These were fabulous photos. What am I going to do with those? Heck yes, I'm going to share them and look like an idiot. But that is called attraction marketing because it made people laugh, but it's still me, guys. It's still my face. It's not some random person where they're like, I don't care. They're like, what is Bree doing? Like they stop because it's me.
You stop the scroll. That's exactly what you're trying to do. What is Bree doing? Okay.
Yeah. And then just another one. This is an older one, but I was like, who wore them better? It's my sweatpants. And it was like, okay, like Erin. That one's like kind of dumb. It's not very good lighting, but you get the idea. It's still Erin and I, and people know Erin and people know me. And so it's funny. And it's my following. As I've conversed with these people and gotten to know them, this makes them feel like they know us even more. Okay. This makes them go, oh my gosh, they're a fun couple. Brie is as funny as she sounds in her messages, right? She's kind of a little bit ditzy, but she knows what she's doing. She's like absolutely on point with her profile picture, but she can be goofy and silly, and her boyfriend plays along. They seem like a fun couple, right? Instead of going to Pinterest and being like, who wore it better, and like random photos of people I don't know. Okay? So yes, I made him hold my sweatpants up, and I got comments like, oh, he's not really wearing them. I was like, well, yeah, I know. But guess what that did? It created more conversation, okay? So don't be afraid to make those memes. One of them was when I was potty training my daughter, because those are like huge when it's like, you know, what you think you look like running, and then it's like the elephant, what you really look like running. So I did what I think I look like while I'm drinking coffee. And it was a picture of like a model standing, you know, on a deck with a hot tub with her cup of coffee. I'm like, what I feel like I, you know, look drinking coffee. And then it's me sitting on her little potty, holding her on the potty with my cup of coffee, right? Like what I actually look like. So it was me in the picture. People know it's my daughter. She was looking adorable. I was looking a hot mess. And people were like, oh my gosh. And they were sharing it and liking it. So that's what you're trying to do. Is this is my life, right? Your life is a meme. I'm sure you guys have the same things happen. Or if you see a meme, look for opportunity to recreate that, okay? It gets a lot of traction. Okay, I have two more. Don't share from the Beachbody page. And what I mean by that is don't share before afters of somebody that you don't know very often. Nobody cares about this person. I don't know who Erin is. I don't know why it looks so professional, but I definitely think that it's something that Beachbody headquarters put out that's not personalized to me, that none of my friends care about Erin, right? But guess who they do care about? People on your team. Real life photos that look like, wow, that chick. And I'm like, I'm able to talk about this person because I know her. So if you're sick of sharing your before after, have your before afters all the time, share somebody from your team at least. Don't share these like perfected, like 6.5 pounds. Like, it's that professional, like Beachbody website can do that because that's their marketing. That's what they do. But you need to be more personalized because people care about what you're doing, what your friends are doing, what your challengers are seeing, not what this girl from Beachbody headquarters is doing, okay? So don't share those. Make it more personalized. And if you need before afters, I'm sure your team has before afters in their team page. I know.
And that personal touch is what separates us from a lot of other companies. And guys, just please make sure you're muted because somebody's super loud and it's a little distracting. But that's what separates us from a lot of other companies. I don't even need to name them because you already know who I'm talking about. Right. There are a lot of companies and all you see is the same stock pictures. Or they've even stolen pictures from people who had results using something else. I've seen Beachbody coaches have the results taken and have like another company's label slapped on them. Like
I've had my pictures taken and put on a different page. It was actually a friend of mine and use it for her company. And I was like, excuse me.
Right.
No.
So that personal touch of like, guys, I know this chick. I know this girl. We've chatted. She's on my team. Like, this is real. That
and you tag them or they go and comment like, oh my gosh, Beachbody changed my life. This is the personal touch that you need on your page. Don't go be posting that non-personal stuff. Okay, so this is the last one and it goes along with it. When you're posting about your challenge groups, don't post your containers and say, don't you want to get these pretty containers and join my challenge group? Everybody's like, no. I can go buy Tupperware from Walmart. So don't post what the Beachbody website like page posts, right? They have a different market. They aren't looking for a $40 sale or selling one challenge pack. They are marketing to different people than what you're marketing to. So when you see this, I think this is actually a post that I did or someone on our team did when they were first starting, right? They wouldn't have known any better. But guess what? The second they figured out they got no traction on this, what did they start doing? Taking selfies and posting their own challenge groups. So like what Kendra did here. You don't have to have the 21-day fix shirt, okay? Don't go order the shirt tomorrow. You don't have to do that. But you will get your shirts for completing the program, right? She found good lighting, added it to make it look appealing to the eye, and then put her challenge group post in her little spiel there. June 12th, made it simple, used emojis because those are hot right now. People can search emojis. I don't know if you guys know that. They can put emojis
I don't know.
pull up posts from that. So I know it does on Instagram too. So hashtag emojis. Don't just whack her head. Go watch your movie. I'm almost done. So when you're posting about your challenge groups, when you want to post like the sale-y stuff and some of these things, or if you really see a good graphic that it describes things, that would be like a post in an event page that you're creating. And even then I don't do it, but if you were to, like, what do you get in your 21-day fix kit and you want to post a picture of all the stuff and you have like a picture like that, that's fine. But that's what your event page is for. You have a personalized banner. It's personalized challenge group. It has a fun name. And then in that event page, when you're posting your before afters of your team and your challengers and why people should join and, you know, here's the info as you're creating hype in this event, maybe then you would post a picture of what you get in the 21-day fix or whatever workout program you're doing in your challenge group. So that's what I have. I hope that helps. It really is simple, and a lot of those examples are things that should be simple, but I know for me in the beginning, I was scrolling back, I'm like, oh my gosh, some of these posts, it's not necessarily obvious to somebody that wouldn't, like, I wouldn't have even thought about. I looked and, like, you know, 2014 when I started, I was posting a picture of my shake every day, of my blender. Like, nobody cares about your blender. Like, nobody. So that is what I have. Hopefully that helps you guys as you're posting. We say post 3 to 5 times a day. If you don't have 5 posts or the time in the day, when I worked full time, guess what? It was 3 posts because I wanted them quality. I wanted people to be attracted to my page, not, you know, neglect it because it was just stuff or junk. So if you feel stressed by like, I need to get 5 posts up, don't stop it. I would rather you have 2 amazing, more like take time in your post to write it out nicely, make sure it's punctuated correctly, make sure the grammar is right, the lighting is right. I would rather have you 2 good quality posts like that than just throwing stuff up there to have 5 posts in for the day. Okay. Don't be like your check marks for 5 posts and get to the end of the day and it's like, I don't know what that junk is, but I got my 5 in. Right. I'd rather 2 good quality posts. If I'm busy, I have busy days and I might only get 1 or 2 posts up, but I make sure that they're quality posts that are reaching out to people so that I know we're going to get traction. Best thing to do, you're fine. Best thing to do when you're short on time is ask a question to your following. Okay? If you don't have time to make a pretty picture or you don't have time in the afternoon to put a post up, ask a question. What's for dinner in your house? Mm-hmm. It's easy, right? But it's a question. So you're asking for a response and you're going to get some traction without looking like you have a watered down mediocre post. Okay?
And that's what my little segment of this, if you're done, Bree.
Yeah.
Okay. Is how to add value with social media. So like what to post, what do I do? Because I made a lot of mistakes. If you go back in my, not that you don't have to scroll that far, but if you go back to when I first started, I posted a freaking Pinterest quote every day in the morning. I was like, I think so motivational. No one cares because everyone's doing that. So you have to make it your own, like we said. So I'm going to figure out how to share my screen. All right. Okay. Here we go. This isn't my team page, so if you're on my team, you've seen this, but it's a good reminder. So adding value with social media. What do I do? How do I do it? So social media is so crucial to our businesses, duh. Like that's why we're talking about it, and that's why it's an entire week focus because your Facebook timeline is your storefront, like we've shared, like we've talked about. That's how you get people's attention. That's your marketing. That's the foundation upon which you build your business. So it's the best way to make a connection with someone in the century we currently live in, 21st century. And making connections is the beginning of adding value. And they kind of work together. You can't have one without the other. You can't make a connection with someone unless you provide them value consistently and keep that connection. If that makes sense. So there's 2 ways that I focus on adding value. And that is providing something to your audience for free via Facebook, your timeline. And that can be recipes, makeups, whatever your niche is, whatever's most authentic to you, that's adding value. So like when I do like a Makeup Monday post, then not everyone cares about that, but my audience will because that's what I care about. So there's providing something to your audience for free via your timeline, and also building value into what we're doing, into what we sell, into what we work with, so that objections are overcome before they even exist. So obviously you can't actually do it before they exist, but before someone can tell you, oh, that's too expensive, you have built into the way you talk about our programs and the way you talk about Shakeology that they shouldn't have that objection, if that makes sense. So how do I do this? How do I add or build value? This can be the hardest part of posting. And honestly, it's knowing your audience's interests and catering to those interests. So, well, how do I know my audience? I can't speak. How do I know what my audience wants to hear? You are your audience. It's a super simple formula. What would you be interested in? Are you going to stop the scroll for a blender picture? Probably not. Don't post it. Are you going to come back to your own page? Are you going to be interested in this post that you're about to put up? If the answer is no, then don't post it. Just like Bree said, it's way better to have 3 quality posts than 5 posts just to reach your 5th post. Don't do that. Make sure that you are filtering your posts through these questions. And it's easy. If you don't like it, don't post it. I post a reality check at least once a month in my team page. Like, go to your page, scroll through. Are you bored with your own timeline? Because if you're bored, everybody else is too. Like, give yourself a temperature check before you post. And it's super simple because it's what you want. It's what you like. The more authentic you are and the more you stick with what you like, that's how you come across to people and come across real. Don't try to appeal to a bodybuilder unless you're a bodybuilder. I'm not going to get a bodybuilder. I'm going to get a mom who's kind of a hot mess, who has a mom bun like 5 days out of the week, who loves coffee, whatever, because that's who I am. And that is how you build your team. So here are, and I'll share this in the page. This is a lot of text, I realize, so you don't have to read it all right now or take all the notes down. I'll share it. But there's a list of things if you're stuck. And I actually have a separate file in my Evernote and also in my photos of pictures that I think would make a good post that I can just use if I'm in a hurry or if I run out of time or if any of the millions of things that can happen during a day happen and I need to put a post up, and it needs to be a good one, of course, that I have saved so I can just kind of either a picture done or a text typed out or whatever that I can post. So share a tool or resource that's helped you, an app, something, a new finding, a new book. I talk about makeup blogs. I love makeup. Entertain, upload a video of your kiddo or your dog or whatever from your phone, but do not post a link because posting a link doesn't autoplay and that definitely affects your engagement. So upload a video straight to Facebook or go live. Do a post that highlights someone or something. Do a question or poll, like Bree said. Just ask a question. People freak out over questions. Like I'll think of this like amazing, awesome, super inspirational post and I get like 6 likes and I'm like, what the heck? Like I actually put a lot of thought in that. And then I'll throw up like, oh, do you like salt or sugar in your tomatoes? And I get like 95 comments. So just ask a question. Share struggle. Be real with people, but always make sure that it's not like an, oh my gosh, my life sucks. Today was horrible. No one really cares. Like your mom might comment or like a family member, an uncle, aunt, whatever. But when you're sharing how something has affected you negatively, but what you're going to do to overcome it, that inspires people. That is something that will make them want to learn more from you, especially if they have shared that same struggle. Answer something that you hear often from people that you're chatting with. Like my clean eating group is this month or in June is focused on what is it? Because so many people are like, what does that even mean? So that's what we're focusing on in that group. I could also just make a post about it, whatever. Do a motivational, inspirational quote, but make sure it's your own on a picture you find, not something just straight pulled from Pinterest. Now I do those occasionally, but for the most part, make it your own. Do a how-to, gratitude, this is who I am, and make dang sure that when you have, and we talked about this a little bit, but it should be obvious that you do some kind of fitness wellness coaching with Beachbody when someone goes to your page. So make sure that at least one of every 10 posts is a direct call to action to a challenge group or to coaching. And this is Shalene Johnson's step. I didn't come up with it myself. So you should listen because Shalene knows her stuff. It should be every 10 posts because when people scroll, they look at about 7 to 10 posts is what she said in her training. So if you make sure that one of every 10 is something that directly is a call to action to a challenge group or coaching, not a subtle invite, those are also important, but a directly mentions something, a challenge group or coaching opportunity, then people will know what you are about a lot better and it'll be something that they'll pay attention to. Share a recipe. So my little daughter needs me, so I have to make this quick. But there are 2 other tips. Make sure your posts, kind of like we talked about, are pretty. Make sure they trigger an immediate desire to like or comment. Make it pretty. Just do it. There's so many apps out there. There's so many things you can do to your pictures to make them appealing. Do it. Take the extra 5 minutes to just do it. Also, break up your post into 2 or 3 sentences. I see so many like paragraph chunks. I don't want to read those. You probably don't want to. And the rest of your audience isn't going to want to either. So make sure that if you have a longer post, make sure it's broken up so that it's kind of like bullet points. So it's easy to read, quick to get through, and doesn't make someone go, oh, I'm not going to read that. Like you pick, but I don't know.
And I would add, make your first, if you have a long post, make your first sentence like catchy.
Yes, like you're writing a paper.
My life used to be blah, 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 blah. Like,
yes.
What?
Right.
Make it something that's going to make people want to read more.
Right. So that's what I've got. Again, I will post that and upload that to the Dash to Diamond group. And so I hope, obviously you probably didn't write all that down because I wouldn't have. I would have been like, hope that girl's going to post it because I didn't have time to catch all that. So yes, I will post that. But those are my best tips. And so hopefully this was a little more guidance on how you should be acting and what you should be doing on social media as a diamond or star diamond wannabe.
Yes. I think that's all we have. Are there quick questions? I know Lauren said she.
I know my poor husband is being such a cheaper.
Like,
yes.
Like okay, rock the baby.
He's literally pacing.
Pretty self-explanatory. Any comments? We will go over, instead of doing it on this call, how about you post in the comments of this Zoom chat link that I posted, earlier, come with your the thing that you're struggling with the most and the thing that you feel like you're doing well at this month, and post that in the comments so we can chat about it. And so, your upline coach or we can help, kind of give some ideas as far as what you're struggling with and congratulate you on your successes. Any questions before we hop off? Good. Okay. I will record this and post in the team page. If you have a friend in the group that hasn't seen it, make sure to tag them. Otherwise, that's all for tonight. Go out, recruit. It's the 26th. So if you're not at Success Club, that better be your top priority, because that's how you grow a business. Just going to be honest. If you don't hit Success Club, it's going to take a really long time to get anywhere. So go hit Success Club and help them. All right, guys. Have a good night. Thanks for hopping on. Bye.